Sorry guys, I accidentally stopped that last video, so we're going to continue on with the tutorial on how to fold a pot leaf tapestry.
Part deuce.
Part 2, here we go.
Alright, so again guys, like I was saying, you just grab and fold. You can line up each line to where you should have one precise line. Again, if you use a stencil, you may be a little bit more symmetrical if you're worried about that. I just kind of wing it and hope for the best.
And we have a lot of people asking us to do tutorials on YouTube. We're not quite there yet. We don't have a YouTube channel. We do a lot of different and unique designs, so I think it would be something we would definitely be interested in the future. But we've had a lot of questions about this particular design, so we figured we would just go ahead and kind of make up a tutorial since we're making one for an order anyways, and see what everyone's response was, if it was helpful, if it wasn't helpful, etc., and then maybe think about doing more tutorials in the future.
Alright.
We're definitely not Mr. Tie-Dye.
No, that's where we learned our
That's where we learned a lot of our stuff is from Mr. Tie-Dye.
Shout
But
out to Mr. Tie-Dye because he's a boss.
yeah, he's the boss for sure. He's definitely Mr. Tie-Dye. That's his name for a reason. But anyways, we've only been doing this for a couple months, but we seem to have a pretty good knack for it, I think.
Alright, now if you can see, looks like we have one big leaf right here. And this is just like your half design. As you can tell, once you unfold it, it's going to be on the other side, mirror imaged. So now that you have all these layers tucked in, as you can see, kind of fan folded, you want to make sure that they are staged back because each leaf is going to be smaller than the next one. So you'll see as this kind of fan folded, you'll see each layer kind of spreading apart. So you're going to have a lot of thicker layers up here, and you keep going down. Alright, you ready?
So we got the sinew.
Yeah, I always use this. Makes some beautiful, crisp, clean lines.
Yeah, and it makes the beautiful outline. The white, beautiful outline.
Alright, so for those of you who know, obviously an accordion fold is what we're going to do. So I always start at my bottom thicker layers. As you can see right here, it's only half a sheet, and then you have all your thicker layers here. So you're going to guide a line, this line, and just accordion fold. So start with, I don't measure my thickness of however long I want it. I just put a good chunk in to where I can start pinching it and get my lines going. And it does get a little tricky because you have multiple layers right here. As you can start telling, there's definitely a lot of thicker layers. So my material is mostly wet. I don't ever do it on dry material because it just seems that
Soaked in soda ash, of course.
it just folds so much better when it's damp. And now this leaf, as you can see, is poking out, but I want to keep the shape of this line, so I'm just going to go ahead and follow that. And bring it up. Okay. And for the last one right here. Alright. So now I've got all this done. Here's my line. As you can see, it's straight. I never tie it straight. Unfortunately, with these folds, it doesn't like to. So I'll take my sinew, hold down my finger, and just kind of wrap it. One good tie. Two. And 3 is the magic number for me, so I go 3 times wrap around, and then I slowly cinch it. And you're going to start seeing this front end pull out, and this back end kick in. Like I said, it's just really the shape of all these folds that makes it really hard to keep that straight line. And as you guys know, however you did tie it with your sinew, that's the line you're going to hold. Go back around it one more time. Alright. Snip that. I know people say you don't have to tie sinew, but I always do just in case. So I don't want it when I'm dyeing or rinsing to have a malfunction. Alright, and that's your leaf. That's all 7 petals, or whatever you want to call them, tied up. You can see the many, many layers right here. So definitely a thicker spot when you're dyeing. Alright. Alright, as you'll see, it's going to have like a staggered look, so it doesn't actually look straight normally like you would normally see it. It does kind of look like it's going down at an angle in the beginning, and that's only because of the shape of the leaves. Alright, I'm going to grab some rubber bands and go up. And this one is going to be our blackout DNA style, correct?
I believe so, yes. So we will also post a video on the dyeing technique that we use for this particular design. We do get a lot of requests for pot leaves, and that's one of the, I mean, a lot of our stuff turns out pretty good, I think, but our pot leaves are just usually immaculate. So we figured if we're going to do a tutorial, we might as well do it on the one that people seem the most interested in.
We just had a request when we were just actually getting ready to tie up one, so.
Yeah, perfect timing. And
I think the folds are beautiful.
also, we've gotten a lot of requests for our eye tapestry, so we will be posting that video soon here as well. Alright, so that's it for the folding portion, and we'll have part 3 with the dyeing portion coming up shortly. Alright.